All right, so we're gonna start trying to
1,500 pounds in the bed.
We're trying to GoPro, dog. YouTubes.
You know, you can YouTube how to shim out your refrigerator.
Alright YouTube, today is the day that we've all been waiting for, and by we, I mean pretty much just me. We're starting on the demo car. So there's a couple things that we needed. It needed to be 4-door and it needed to be turbo. I looked at Beamers for a long time. I ended up buying one and it wasn't 4-door, but it was set up for drifting. Ended up needing a bunch of work and it really wasn't what I wanted. So we got this Ford Fusion. There's one that's already rear-wheel drive, Matt Sopa built, so I've talked with him. We're here trying to unload this piece of Mustang. We got Clint's Maverick, and
Not squatting.
Yeah, looking good. The F50 doing big things, and then we got my Escort. So basically, the plan is we're gonna slap some nicer wheels and tires on this thing, and a dolly, and hope that we can drag it in with the Escort enough to get it on the lift. And that thing sucks because it makes like 2 horsepower right now, or else I would use that, but it barely runs.
It actually basically stops Ford.
Yeah, 1.5 turbo, baby.
Yeah, it owns a Ford.
So let's see how this goes. All right, I don't know if we have the wheel lock, and I really don't want to dig through piles of leaves and shit, so I'm gonna do this first to see if we can get this off. Going good. This thing's hard as f***.
This man's stolen wheels before.
No. Oh, I nicked the fucking wheel. I thought this wheel was good at first, because this was up here when I started. When I looked at the car, I'm like, oh, it's got 2 good wheels, sick.
Nope.
Almost. She's moving. Torqued.
Wheel theft champion.
No, look at all the fucking nicks around it. That's a good one. God damn it.
Put the bit back up there. That's a custom formed chisel bit for a Ford lug nut. You don't find that anywhere else. How do you feel about yourself right now?
What do you mean?
You know how you've taught the internet how to steal wheels.
I'm really happy that those came off easy, because that was way too easy. So Texas cars, baby, no rust. No faith in the Escort.
I had no question. Escort. It went left and it came at me. I was like, I'm done. I'm not holding on to anything here. I don't care what happens. You're not stopping, and there's no way to stop this train. But you got it in here.
Easy. I got it all the way off the ramp.
What? Oh, you're good. They're good. That's where you want to stop.
Look, that's almost straight shot right to the lift.
Yeah, so you just need to
We're professionals.
What's funny? I'm like the drunken troll who appears in random videos.
Yeah, you're like just a couple minutes of this fucking asshole. Oh, hold on. Oh. She made it. She made it. Let's see what we find. What do you think about this tie rod?
Beautiful.
She's mint.
Ready to use.
Somehow the knuckle doesn't really look bent. Oh, they cut it. What in tarnation? Wonder if the rack's good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, we already know the oil pan's broken. The cat pipe looks good. That's money. Besides, nope, I think it's supposed to be flat there. Yeah, cat pipe's good. Sick. Pan's good on the transmission, so the transmission's probably good. The cross member for the transmission's broken in half, though. That's wild. Hopefully the back of the block's not broken. I probably gotta get a light for that. Hopefully I can like JB weld or just tape that pan up so we can get oil in it and try to start it and make sure the engine runs good before we do all this work. Gas tank looks good, even though I already have another one, but this one's probably fine. So I'm probably throwing out all these arms, but the rear end actually looks pretty straight. So that's good.
You regret buying this yet?
Only if the motor's not good. I think it's good. It ran, and I only ran it for like 10 seconds, so hopefully that's not too much to wipe the bearings in it. All right, so the first order of business is we're gonna clean
Glass.
a lot of this, and then we're gonna see if we can get it running. It's got a hole in the oil pan, but we're gonna fill it up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think there's an intercooler. I think we got enough piping to make something work. But yeah, we're gonna clean it up a little bit and we'll go from there. It don't work. Oh, we're gonna get the gloves and throw it in the trash. Tasty. All right, we basically removed a whole tree from the car and a lot of glass. But we have all the charge pipes before the intercooler. We don't really need the intercooler right now because I just want to see if it runs halfway decent. So it's got a hole in the pan, like midway up. We're going to fill it until it comes out there. And we're going to take our pipes. So I rinsed them out because they were full of mud. And they're clean enough for what we're doing. That guy goes something like that, I think. Probably. And then this one, I think, goes there-ish. So we're gonna connect these. We got the battery charger on it. Our fancy battery terminals are hooked up. I have the key. Our turbo's kind of hooked up. It's pretty restrictive, but at least it's all connected. And our seats don't work though. Squeeze. Dude, what is this guy 2 feet tall? The key battery doesn't want to hang out. Come on. You did it before. Are you telling me my battery job isn't good? Alright, we're in 10 amps. Let's see what she does now. 52,466.8. Why is this thing being stupid? Alright, we got some Toledas and some batteries from the Wally World. Let's see what happens. Perfect. Uh-oh. That was probably no oil, but it ran. Alright, it's not locked up. Sounds good. It probably sucked everything out of the pan, and that's why it did that, and I think it shut itself off once it lost oil pressure. So it sounds great, actually. The smell's horrible. It smells like a lot of burning everything, actually. Probably sticks and leaves. Is probably what it really is. But it runs and starts great. So now it's time to basically rip all the interior out of it to get the harness out and sawzall the car in half, drop the motor out and the rear end, and get this thing ready for scrap. Okay, so the motor's fully out, got the transmission off, and it's wild how hard this car got hit. Both motor mounts are exploded, the rack's cracked in half, the floor is kinked, which sucks because I want to use this transmission tunnel, so hopefully I can straighten it back out once I cut it apart. And the motor just has that one little crack on it that I can find, which is nuts. So everything saved the motor. Thankfully, I think if this was a Coyote car, it wouldn't have such big motor mounts, and I think she would have been toast. But you can just look at the frame rail. Like, this thing is insanely smashed. So basically, all this front suspension is going in the trash. None of that's going to get used. And then I could just get that rear suspension out, and then I could start cutting everything out of it. So rear suspension's like 10 bolts. It's pretty easy. So I'm not gonna bore you with that, but I'm gonna pull that out real quick. Okay, so I'm already sick of dealing with the interior of this car. So I got all the wiring pulled down, and we're gonna just cut the roof off because the car's gonna get cut up anyway. So let's do it. Alright, so here's like the biggest reason why I wanted to cut this whole back off is because this car is absolutely filthy with dirt and mold and grossness and glass and trees. And now that everything's out of my way, I should be able to get to these bolts, which I still can't, but I can see that I can't instead of fighting on it upside down. Okay, well, I'm pretty much done cutting it up for now. 100% don't recommend, especially if all the glass is shattered in the car, because there's still glass everywhere. I swept, there's glass out in the yard, the whole trash barrel's full, but this is my pile of stuff I'm keeping out of the car besides the motor, which is pretty stupid considering this is what the car looks like now. But I might need the harness. I'm gonna probably use a trans tunnel. It's like super messed up. I'll just hammer and dolly it and pull it as straight as possible. It'll just save a lot with fab. But the beginning of the project, I'm hot, I'm tired, my back hurts, and this is probably one of the hardest working parts of the project, is getting this thing stripped, just because these cars are so stout. It's not like cutting apart a Fox body. I've done hundreds of those. But I'm excited for it. let's keep going with it this winter, and you know, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, go to the store, buy yourself a shirt. It helps out a lot, and I appreciate you guys for watching. So hit the little bell. We're gonna keep it going, and we'll see you later.